So the storytelling series continues, and I'm about to play the beginning of Fugue, the second movement of Bach G minor Sonata that we're continuing the journey. And in the first movement, Adagio, the title that I came up with was a prayer of heartbroken woman. And after this woman really comes out from that sanctuary that really comforted her and healed her with that warm heart and loving presence, she comes out to the world and she started walking by herself. But she feels this spirit walking with her. And the motive of this movement that sounds like so this is a step-like rhythm that is very steady, and it just like keeps showing up, like it's reminding her that he's with her, like no matter what. So the first chapter where I see the cadence, I will let you know where the first chapter ends. I feel like this chapter is just introducing this woman coming out in the world and walking with other people, because she starts walking by herself and it's like lonely. It's just kind of very simple walk by herself, but it's light. So like throughout this piece, as a performer, my challenge is to make this theme, make this motive as same as possible. So no matter what's happening, like where the motive is hidden, I want this motive to come out more. So she walks by herself. So this is the phrase that I want to carry out. Pum 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 pa di da dim pum pum, rather than pum 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 pa pa pum pum pum. But it's like in two, so I want to carry out this arch phrase. So it has direction, even with the four same notes. And then it decays, right? After that, one person joins in her walk. See, there are two voices, right? So, but that rhythm doesn't go away, right? In different voice. And then after that, one more person joins. Here, everyone plays differently, fugue. Some people believe that we need to play with full sound, full chords, but for me, I want this to feel like it's a walk. It's not like battle. So I want it to sound like a little more elegant, even with full chords. So in Baroque time, the violinists have different kind of bow. So this bow is modern bow, so it makes stronger sound, but in Baroque time, the bow hair was loosened and it just made it more possible to play the chords without breaking the chords. Like, not like that, but. And then they also arpeggiated the chord a lot. And I want the end of the phrase to be lighter than the middle of the phrase. So I try not to sit down too much. But the challenge throughout this piece is because the second eighth note always has kind of heavy double stop or chords, and I don't want it to sound like every chords feels heavy, but lighter, this is heavier. And then this is like, let's walk together. It's like a bridge. And then so these three people, it could be a community, it doesn't have to be three people, but including her, community is created. So one after another, people joined in her life, and then they're walking together. And they have different voices, they have different opinions, they have different characters. So not all the chords are harmonious, there are always dissonance. In Bach's piece, always, so for example, this is more ringing. This is more like questioning. And then so I feel like the last walk, da 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 da, this feels like they kind of like clash together, and then there is some conflicts. So something not happy, and then so from here the step disappears, and then they're inharmoniously working together, trying to do something together. So from here it's like a melody, it's one voice. It sounds like one voice, but there are different voices. So these people, this is kind of painful chords. So if you hear carefully, there are different voices. I can show you. From this painful chords, they just came out and then tried to do something together in harmony. And then like a melody but has different kind of voices. So they're like beautifully working together, but at the same time there are some conflicts and disagreements, and then it shows in this strong chords. So this is the end of the first chapter, and I feel like these end phrase is a little more painful than the beginning. They were starting to walk together and they were trying to be harmonious, but there were some conflicts. They had different colors and characters, and then they are trying to walk together, strongly together, firmly together, but at the end, why I feel this way is because this doesn't feel so happy. This feels a little bit sad and dark. So chromatic scales, chromatic melodies. It feels a little sad. And this woman is coming to understanding, maybe surrendering, maybe giving up. So it ends this way. I don't take too much time ending this phrase, but just to show you how it feels like, the melody, where it's going, how the phrase feels like to use. To me, it feels like giving up, but also feels like there's a hope. So, see, I'm debating between two different fingerings. This is like just staying in the first position. This is more comfortable because I don't have to stretch my pinky, but taking a risk of shifting, I can stay in the same position for this one, but I have to practice doing this. Okay, so this was the first chapter of the fugue, and next chapter is totally different character and color because the spirit comes in and introducing their walk. So just tune in. How it sounds like could surprise you. So I will continue this journey with you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.